everyone, it's Emily here and welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to take a walk on a wild side and let Jowa in charge in the kitchen. So he will cook. Let's see if we will survive tonight. Abangan nyo! For today's menu, Jowa is my special chef. And he's going to make a roasted prime rib steak. The last time he made it, it was really good, but it comes with bone in it now. He decided to try once more without the bone. So we're very excited because it tastes like we are in the restaurants. So over here we have the prime rib, and Jowa said this is cost like $50. It's actually $52.
3.17 pounds.
3.17 pounds. And our ingredients are thyme, rosemary, salt and pepper, of course the salt, and we have the garlic and the butter.
All right, so one teaspoon of salt. Yeah. One
That should be
teaspoon.
enough. Yes.
Rosemary.
Rosemary, dried rosemary. Half cup of butter.
Yeah, softened.
So this is the unsalted or salted butter?
This is salted. You can tell by
The yellow wrapper.
This here is already minced California garlic, and they say that I think a clove is, what is it? One teaspoon, or is it half a teaspoon? Something like that. So
Maybe.
we'll go with 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll call that good.
There you go. Smells so good. Estimated half cup.
Now what the directions say is that the biggest problem that people make when they cook a prime rib is that they pull it out of the refrigerator and they let it be cold. You know, when they start, it's cold.
Okay.
They said to do it right, you need to pull this out a half hour before you start to cook.
Put all the ingredients together.
The first time I did this, I was really tempted to mix it with my fingers, but I don't recommend that.
Unless you have gloves.
Yeah.
But think about it, if you are the only one who will eat it, then it doesn't matter.
Well, and if you like thyme, because the thyme really gets stuck between your fingers. Not that I ever tried it, but
Yeah.
what you're doing, you're making a paste.
We're going to set up the oven for 475 degrees.
It'll roast for 20 minutes.
And
Then I drop it down to 375, and I'll cook it for about another 30. On there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually open this up. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to put it in the pan. And I'm going to let it sit. I might pat it dry because you don't want your roast wet.
Okay.
Because if it's wet, that won't stick to it. And no, you don't have to wash it or anything like that. When you're cooking it, the way you know it's done is by checking the internal temperature.
Internal temperature.
Right. And the directions I follow list what internal temperature will result in what you want, because it'll always end up about 7 degrees hotter. So if you wanted to be perfect 127 degrees, you need to make sure you pull it out at 120. So now all I'm doing is I'm just going to pat the meat off. Take this bottom piece off because it never cooks well.
Fresh.
Now, I don't like onions, but the recipe says that you can chop up onions, really big slices, and you can actually put them around it.
Let's see.
You know, so you'd be able to put the onions around it.
So we will
Caveman
start
time.
the process.
You want to get the a nice layer on here, because when it cooks at the higher temperature, this is going to make the crust. You can make an odd juice. You don't really want to go with a gravy though.
For the steak.
Yeah, not with a prime rib roast. Now last time I got my butter too warm, and so it was more like basting rather than sticking it on. So, you know, I mean, it's okay. It came out great. So if you get your, you know, if you get your butter melted too much, just baste it on.
Yeah, so this one, it looks like it's going to be a perfect recipe. Look at that, coated with butter and mixture with all the seasonings and stuff. So don't forget, guys, we take out the steak from the refrigerator and set it outside for at least
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Now it's ready to go in the oven. But I gotta wait till the oven gets up to 475 degrees first. So we have a little bit of time to clean it.
Waiting, and so far we only have 303. Over here we have the baby potatoes. We are going to put the baby potatoes after maybe when the steak is nearly cooked.
Yeah, well, after we take the prime rib out, it's got to sit, and so to actually finish cooking. So what we'll do is we'll put the potatoes in, the baby potatoes in, while the steak is finishing up.
And we have asparagus here. I'm going to cook the asparagus. We just saute with the olive oil and salt and pepper.
Because then it's going to finish around 117 if you want it rare. Me, I like mine medium rare to medium, so I'll try to pull mine out sometime around 125. That way it'll finish up somewhere between around 130, maybe a little less.
But with me, I don't like the red spot. So I will go for a medium well or well done. That will remove at 140 degrees. And rested temperature will be 147 to 150 if no pink. Yes. So if you are looking for a perfect cooking temperature, you can look at this downshiftology.com. There, so you can make your steak perfectly cooked. Alright, this is ready. So, ilalagay na natin. There you go. Looks so well.
Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes.
So, we will cook it for 20 minutes.
Or at the higher temperature, 475 for 20 minutes. Then it'll cook at 375 for the next 13 minutes per pound, roughly. Actually, I think it's 325. 325 for the next 325 for 13 to 15 minutes per pound, and then you're gonna pull it out and you're gonna let it sit for 20 to 30 minutes. I like that 20 to 30 minutes because I can cook anything else I want to go with it.
Right. So over here, while we're roasting the prime rib in the oven, Jowa has started preparing the roasted potatoes, baby potatoes, para i-partner sa aming steak.
This recipe will have, we'll put the potatoes in with the olive oil and Parmesan cheese, rosemary, thyme, and of course olive oil because I'm good Italian.
Are you planning to put some garlic in it?
Oh, and some garlic, yeah. But for this, it'll be garlic powder because I think the other garlic is too heavy. I poured in a little bit of olive oil, sprinkle a little bit of salt all over the top, a little bit of rosemary all over the top,
Show me.
a little bit of thyme all over the top. Thyme,
Okay.
rosemary. And this here, Parmesan cheese.
There you go. And
Mix it in with all that olive oil so you get a nice mix.
yeah.
Okay. what you want to do is you want to be able to make sure that you have a little bit of everything on there, right? I can look at it, I can see I got some rosemary, I got some thyme in there, I got all that stuff in there.
And it smells so nice.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Man, I just want to eat it right now. Sometimes Emily will look at my stuff, she'll be like, I need some more.
It looks so nice. It looks so good now. 20 minutes is over. So now we will drop down the temperature to 325 degrees for another
13 to 15 minutes per pound. Since it's 3 pounds, we're looking at about 40 minutes.
Ayan, naluto na ang aming prime rib. Wow, it looks so good. Let's see. Ayan, tine-check na natin ang ating temperature kung talagang luto na siya. It's supposed to be...
I wanted it right about 118, 119, 120, and I'm at 118.4, which is perfect. So what we'll do is we'll cut off the one that I want. So about this much for you. Want to go on this side?
Just a little, yeah, just one slice for me. So he's cutting it because I want it mine well done. So sa kanya ay madugo-dugo, but it looks so juicy. It's so good. Oh, look at that. Red.
We're gonna put this on the cutting board. I'm gonna tent that with some foil. And this one here
Will remain.
will remain. And we'll give that a little bit more time.
15 minutes because there you go. Cover it to stay warm. Stay warm and juicy.
It's gonna finish cooking in the heat that it's already got internally. And by the time it's done, it should finish at 125.
We'll cook a little bit more by wrapping with foil.
Right, because we're keeping the heat in.
Yeah.
And it still cooks. It'll cook for another 20 to 30 minutes. And these will cook at 30 minutes at 375 degrees.
Okay.
They're like melting in your mouth.
All right. Oh yes, it's so good. Potatoes are perfect. Oh my gosh. Soft and very tasty. Asparagus is perfectly cooked. A little crunchy. Mine? Wow.
I think it's delicious.
So delicious. Big bite.
Hi, Charlie.
What can I say? The spices, it tastes really good. It's not overpowering, but you can taste everything, the garlic, the rosemary and thyme. It's just so perfect. And at the same time, I can taste a little bit of onions.
And a hint of Parmesan in the potatoes.
And you know what makes this taste really, really good? It's because we use the butter.
You need to sell yourself.
I love the crunchiness of asparagus. And I cook it for 10 minutes.